I need to get the glasses. I can't say what to say.
It will be a free kick to Spain and too many set pieces to work with.
It's good play from Torres. Yeah, he gets a nutmeg there on Masraoui, but he's positive. Look at the drive forward. He's just pulled back. Well, good position for Spain.
Hello everyone, it's in. I am here. I'm literally just in the door, so I will just get changed, right? Because I'm not going to be in my work clothes. But I am here to all that are in. I'm going to see who's in just now, and then I'll go up and get changed. 0-0. Oh, 0-0. I haven't even seen that at work. 0-0. Who'd have thunk it? Hang on. Stand by. Home. Refresh. Home. Refresh. My channel. Live. I'm live. You're live, Miss Manelli. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Radhika. Steve. Mandy. Karina. Is that everyone? Yeah. Excellent. Hello, Karina. Have you changed your picture? You have changed your picture. That wasn't like that yesterday. Had a little change. Karina had a little change. Lovely jubbly. Right, did I see a score in there? Is somebody putting a score in, Kathy? Be 2-1 Morocco going against the grain. Did you not put a score in, Kathy? Where's my black pen? I don't think I did get one for you, did I? Kathy. What are you saying? Morocco 2-1. We'll allow it because it's 0-0. 2-1 Morocco. Oof. Kathy, what are you saying about the evening game? Switzerland, Portugal. What are you saying about that game? And if you chuck that one up, Kathy, I'll go up and get changed after that. Fell asleep. All right, okay. I thought, you know what I read there? I fell asleep after I'd pooped. That's what I thought that said for a second there. I fell asleep after I'd pooped. Joe, how you doing? I'm literally just in here. Right, if you put it in, Kathy, I'll catch it because I can go back on the comments, right? But I'm going to go up and get... Oh, I need to put the sound down. I'll be copyrighted. There we go, that's it. If you put your score in, Kathy, I'll go up and get changed, right? And then I'll come back and I'll be able to catch it from the comments on my stream here. Right, these cats are all hovering around me. Oh, Spain playing in a light blue? That's going to completely freak me out. Is that Spain in light blue? It is. That's going to completely freak me out. Right, I'm going to go up and get changed, right? Aye. Who's this? Having a message block Mandy? Oh, that's Mandy's. Why? I don't know why it blocks that message, Mandy. That's funny that it blocks that message. You know, with the likes and everything, the checklist, it blocks it for some reason. There we go. We're pinned. Right. I'll be back. Directly once I've put some different clothes on. Still 0-0, everyone. Wow. Right, you want some food then? Come on then. Right, get down from there. Get down. You've not eaten this lot yet. Excuse me. You've not eaten last night yet. You lot. Any Ruby that's finishing the dinner here? Is that any Ruby that's finishing the dinner? Me? You two monkeys? Na 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 People just want more and more freedom and love. What we're waiting for. Deep from desire. My born to hide in deep from desire. Na 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 na. Belly. Go on then. Come on. Yeah. You want yours away over there? You want yours away over there, cheeky boy? Chicken nugget. Is it still no? Still no? Still no? Right. Go. See, man. I see. Like boy. No, I'm going upstairs. Ooh. Prick, that fella is what prick. Fucking trying to tell me.
He was crying, oh, he was crying, oh. Jacob was crying because he told him off, oh.
Sorry, guys. What a prick idiot.
It was filed off, there.
Waiting for the ball. Wait to move out, referee. Invite the challenge.
Oh dear. dear, dear, dear. Right. We're in. Still 0-0. Still nothing. Oh, excuse me. That's better. Right. I'm coming in. Boop, 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 boop. I'm in. Yes, I turned it down now. Hopefully it's gone now. Hopefully. Did you put the score up, Kathy? Tell me later. Right, okay. Tell me later. What you mean? What you mean later? You need to sleep on it again? How much later are we talking? After the match is finished? Excuse me. I've got a tickle. So I'm working in that unit. Air conditioning. Even though it's heat, gets right on your throat. It's right on your throat. I see we don't have Jackie Havoc in yet. With a claggy, what was it, claggy flaps? That was funny. I had a meeting with my boss, Mandy. My boss, we have a one-to-one once a week. And I just said to her, I said, I'm doing a stream because she likes my YouTube channel as well. I said, I'm doing a stream for the second half. And I said, I'm sneaking away 10 minutes early yesterday. And I'm going to do it again. So she said, that's fine. So I left her in my office. She was carrying on. We did our thing. And then she's going to carry on and work for a bit. Thanks, George. I saw it came up on my screen. I wondered if you were going to come in. Much appreciated, George. Thanks for doing that. And thanks for joining the extended Madhouse, as I said last night, from Arius and the Nation, who is now fully part of the partnership program. Hi, Steve, which is good news for him. Fully part of the partnership program. He sent me a message earlier on and he tagged me in the actual message as well. That he put on Instagram, so that's good, isn't it? That's good. He can start earning some money. Can start earning himself some money. So what is going to happen? 60 minutes, 0-0. I really didn't expect that. I thought there'd be goals in the first half at least, even if it was only one. I still thought there'd be a cheeky goal. And it is freaking me out, Morocco being in red and Spain being in blue. I don't think I've ever. Do they always play in that colour, Spain, that light blue? I don't think I've ever seen them in that light blue before. Then I'm trying to think what their actual away kit is. It's not blue like that, their away kit, is it? I want to see it closer. We're all still in. Yeah. Yes, Karina, we're all still in. Absolutely. George Shannon. Right. I need to go on to a second sheet here. Whether you may or may not be aware, George, it's obviously an extension of George's channel. It's an extension of Daniel's channel, right? And I'm just holding the fort, so to speak, until we can all pile back over to his house again, right? Which is exactly what will happen when it does. But in the spirit of what we've been doing, George, are you listening? We have been doing predictions, right? So there's just some of them. That's just from one game. I keep going the wrong way. We're doing terribly badly, George, terribly badly. But we're not against each other. We're against the idea that chance can beat us and it can make the results as random as it wants when we think we can pick them. But we're doing terribly. We're not even close to half and half, George. So even if you're in or out tonight, you might not be able to get in tonight. And you know what? As we're still 0-0 in this match, even though we're on 61 minutes, in the spirit of it, George, and as I've said before, if you're in the stream, you're on the paper, and you are now. There you are. Look, you're on, George. What is your predictions, please? After all that very long babbling intro, what are your predictions? So for this game, how do you think it's going to go? And I'll let it because it's still 0-0. So what do you think this is going to end? And be as specific as you like. But give us a score either in full time, extra time, or on penalties. Who do you think? Who do you think? And for the evening match, which is Portugal, Switzerland. So chuck us up your results, my man, and see if you can help us win, because we're not winning very well at all. And I'll do some stats for the later match, right? Because I've got lots of statting to create. Look, these are just all the sheets. With the first day we got none, George, none at all, not a single one right. Second day we got 3 right. This is out of all the matches, not just one match, all the matches. We got 3 right, and we're talking like 25 people predicting here. We got 3 right. Switzerland 2-1, right? Oh, Switzerland. Oh, interesting. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? So we got 3 right the second day, 4 right the third day. And then I think we went back to 3. But we were up at 4 last night. 4 is the most we did last night. And Karina, I forgot about you. You're in, Karina, aren't you? Because Karina is on today for the double. Karina, aren't you? Because you got a double yesterday. So today, Karina is on for the double. It wasn't France, England. It was Brazil. That was last night. There it is, Brazil. Where is Karina? That's not your list. I've got lists all over the place. It must be on here. Karina, look. There we go, Karina. You see your name there? Oh, I found it in the right way. Karina. 1-1 Croatia penalties, 4-1 Brazil. So that's your double. And you're at the top of the list today, Karina. So you need to get that for a double. Well, chance, pure chance. We're trying to beat chance, Karina. We're trying to prove that chance is a load of old shite and that you can actually just predict the result, but you can't, as we're finding miserably. He's affectionately known as the gaffer, George. I've started calling him the gaffer. Right, so you've chucked something up there. Right, Steve, you've got a message blocked. What are you saying? Is it because you put devils in it? Is it because you put devil in that line? It doesn't like it. There you go. It didn't like devil, I think, Steve. Right, Kathy B saying Switzerland 2-1. You're being controversial. But I don't think Ronaldo's going to play tonight, everyone. I'm sure I've heard that on the radio. And there was a poll in his country. I don't mean a Polish person. They took a poll in his country, and I think 70% or something, 70+% of the population said they didn't want him to play. He's been playing silly buggers again, hasn't he? Now in the Portugal team. Swearing at the manager, but he said he was swearing at a player, wasn't happy about getting taken off, creating a bad atmosphere. Same again, it's exactly what he was doing at Man United. So, George, did you put something up there? Hang on, let me go back. George, there's where you come in. Switzerland. Oh my God, I'm a celeb. You are a celeb, George. We all know you. We all talk about you. We all talk about you when you're not here. We can't talk about George. No, everyone is in. I think Spain will get 1-0 by the end. 1-0 by the end. And Swiss will beat Portugal. Oh, Swiss extra time, right? Swiss ET. And Spain 1-0 by the end. So just normal time then, George. Just at the end of normal time, Spain. Well, we've had a few Switzerland. George has gone with Switzerland. I think we have. Kathy's gone with Switzerland. Daniel's gone with Switzerland, by the way. Daniel has. And you won't believe the score. In fact, I'm so surprised by that score that I'm going to double check that that's what he actually said. Oh, right. No, he's gone for Portugal. I've completely written that down wrong. He's gone for Portugal. Daniel's gone for Portugal. 5-1 Portugal. The gaffer has gone for 5-1 Portugal. And 4-2 Spain. Right. The substitute, me, I went with 2-2 Spain on. It's 2-2 Spain at the end of extra time, or 2-2 at the end of extra time, and then Spain on penalties, right? And then 3-2 Portugal after extra time for the evening match. Yeah. They create time. George, they create the time. Damn right they do. Did I miss anything else? Did somebody tell Rodica what gaffer means? Yes. Okay, good. It's like a football boss, but you can call him like your manager, your boss, the person that's in charge, the leader. The leader is the gaffer. All right, gaffer. Jack, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Or as Daniel would say, what a do? What a do, Jack? What a do? And you're on the list, aren't you, Jack? Yes, Jack. Spain 2-1, Portugal 3-1. Have you had any right? I've had none right so far. How have you got on, Jack? Have you had any right so far? I'm sure you'll tell me quicker than I can look at it. I can't see your name on that list. Excuse me. You're not on that list. That was the day we all got it wrong, so there's no point looking at that one because nobody got it right that day. Jack, no. Japan 2-1, Brazil 3-1. Jack, Holland 2-1, Argentina 2-0. So no, you're doing as badly as the rest of us. Or badly as me anyway. I've got none either. Daniel's got none either. There's not many people that have actually got a right score. Apart from our Karina and Kathy. There has been some others as well, but Kathy and Karina are the standout predictors so far. Standout predictors. Kathy was nearly on for a double-double, weren't you, Kathy? One result away from the double-double. Susan! Oh. Good tackle. Good tackle. Kirsty, how you doing? I didn't see you. Okay, just popping in for a sec. No bother at all. Right, I caught up there. Good. 99%. It's freezing. But everyone was saying it was going to snow last night. Not last night. It's going to snow, but it will snow in the next few days. Everyone was saying last night in the chat. Do you remember? Wasn't it Adam that was saying it was going to snow? I think it was. It's not been a good lot of predictions, George. Really, it hasn't. I mean, that obviously that sheet we did. That's the one where we got nothing right, not a single result. But I will do the full stats, right? Because we've had a good few now. I've got pages and pages of these, pages and pages of it. So I'll do the proper how many we've got and how many we've not got and how many matches, etc., so that we can have a proper laugh at ourselves. Argentina's 2-0. Oh, right. It's so that's why I stopped betting, Joe. This is the reason why I wanted to get as many predictions as I can to prove to myself that I did the right thing. Stop trying to predict the results. You know, the actual score rather than just one team's. Well, this team will win, or it will be a draw in a league match. But actually guess the score coming from a reasonable background of knowledge of the teams, how the tournament's gone, what level they play at and all the rest of it. But we're still doing terribly. And even I know some of you are just really guessing at your scores. Like Kirsty and a few of the other people that are in said that, they don't follow football. So they're just having a guess. Like Mandy, you don't really follow the football, do you? But you just have a guess. So, Kirsty. If you put it in the stream last night, I would have, because I went through them. I watched it. But if you haven't, you're fine. It's still 0-0, so I'll still take one, even if I haven't. But I think I probably have. See, these are all the pages that I've not done. Daniel, Gary, Corinna, Jack, Ellie, Rodica, Susan. No, Kirsty, I didn't. You might have put it in the stream, but I've not got it written down. I might have missed it. Where's my pen? But go on, give it us, Kirsty. Let me just double check. Karina, Ashley, Adam, Steve, Chris, Vim, Louise, Joe, Nick, Mandy, Susan, Rodica, Ellie, Jack, Gary, me, Daniel, Kathy, and George. No, I've not got you, Kirsty. Go for it. Quick. Morocco. I thought that was saying Morara, as in you're talking about tomorrow. I was about there's no games tomorrow, Kirsty. So you're saying Morocco are going to win 3-1 in the next 20 minutes? You're brave, Kirsty. Morocco 3-1. Kirsty, you had the best chance of getting the right score there, and you went with the crazy score. Maybe that'll happen. And Switzerland 3-1. Oh, another controversial. Switz. Now, Kirsty, just confirm that you're happy that both of those games you're talking about in normal time and not after extra time, your 3-1s. In normal time, before Mandy starts booing me. And you were booing me, Kirsty. You booed me as well. So just confirm that. Confirm that you're not meaning after extra time. I can't spell. I know what you meant. Oh, going to the Cure, Susan. I missed that. Right, okay. Lame bricks all afternoon because of wintry showers. It's horrific weather to work outside in, Steve. Horrific. Saw your COVID live. Lived in Scotland for a bit. I did, or you did? Are you saying you did, or I did, George? I did live in Scotland for 18 years. Yeah, I did. Snow warning here for all right. Okay, I've still not heard anything about snow on the TV or anything. End of next week. End of next week, Louise. You're saying? Oh, saw on my car. I lived in Glasgow for 18 years, George. I just hadn't read that message properly there. I was rushing at it, George. I was rushing at it. No, I saw that. No cash out, Kathy. No cash out allowed. Okay, Kirsty, no problem. Good to see you. Well, you just what we've been saying, Joe. You just need to ask Kathy. Ask Kathy or Karina. They'll give you a decent score. There's nothing. There's really isn't anything happening, is there? There's really nothing happening. Oh, you're in, Adam. Did I miss you come in there? Hi, Adam. How you doing? You're working. Okay. Pleased to say I've just finished that. That's what I was looking for. Why you're saying, shush, Steve, don't tell him. That's what I was looking for. I'm looking for what secrets are getting said here. I've missed it. It's going to have me. It's fine. Cupboard Kev. That's the other part of me, George. That's the part of me that is no longer present, but not gone. So he lives under my stairs. That dude does. That's Cupboard Kev. He does my editing for me. Cupboard Kev does. He gets all the crap jobs, and he lives under my cupboard. I'll pee myself every time I watch that little intro to that video. Cupboard Kev. Everyone in my work loves Cupboard Kev as well. They always tell me to go in the hat. You pick up the accent when you live there for so long. I was watching a few of my streams back, or I've watched my streams back. George, I watch every single minute of my streams to make sure I can see all the comments. I hate missing the comments. And I use a Scottish accent. I have to say so many things in a Scottish accent. I was actually just laughing so much at how much I do stuff in a Scottish accent. West Midlands. You're in the West Midlands. Oh, West Wales. What I just read that as West Midlands straight away. Tomorrow, West Wales, right? Okay. Well, I'm not far. We're not far from Wales here. First 10 minutes were quite good, right? Okay. Ah, there he is. Look, Ashley and the bloody Jude Bellingham saga. Right. Let's just say he's going there, Ashley, and then we can just draw a line under that. Congratulations to Liverpool, everyone, on signing Jude Bellingham for Ashley. And now we can move on. Ashley and the Jude Bellingham saga. I was talking about grinding now. Christmas. Tarbert, right? Yes, I do. Yeah. All right. So you're just back from Tarbert down by Inverary, right? I do. Yeah. Oyster Bay, yeah. Packed at 11 a.m. this morning. Couldn't believe it. All right. So you're back from Scotland. Where are you back to, George? Whereabouts are you back to? Where has one returned to? From Tarbert. That went down the wrong goal. Oh my goodness, that really did go down the wrong way. Everton. I can sign for Everton. Wishaw. Oh, what is that? You're in Wishaw now? Of course I know Wishaw. Of course. They've got a hospital, haven't they, George? Wishaw General. Pishy Wishy, they call it. Pishy Wishy, George. Oh, that's Wishaw Hospital. Pishy Wishy. I worked there a couple of times, and I can say it. I can confirm its slang name, Pishy Wishy. Oh, I thought somebody had scored. They haven't. Right. Okay. Right. Well, there you go. So you're Scottish, George. Shannon, are you from Scotland, or have you just moved there? I'm going to guess that you're from Scotland. I did go into Wishaw. It was a horrible little tricky place to get to from Glasgow. No, which fire? What, in Wolverhampton? You mean I heard it on the news? Because I'm in Telford, and I'm at work in my office most of the day. But I did hear it on the radio that there was a fire by a train station in Wolverhampton or something. Is that what you're talking about, Steve? You stayed in Wishaw, right, Gary? Hi, Gary. I didn't see you come in there. Pishy wishy. It was when I was assessing a patient. I used to work for Salus. George and Gary, you might know Salus. It's in Hamilton, opposite the law courts in Hamilton. That was our building, Salus. We're occupational health services, return to work services. That was the job before I came here, part of the NHS, and we used to do assessments. A bit of a controversial job that was. Bit of controversial, but we did assessments, and somebody said, "Yeah, I was in Wishy, pishy wishy, peshy wishy." I won't write that down. Beckford Street, exactly right, correct. Yes, I didn't want to give it away. Oh, right across the face of goal, Beckford Street. Yes, so I've gone back to Beckford Street. Our office used to be on Argyle Street. George in Glasgow, right up the back end by opposite the Premier Inn near the Costa, opposite that pub that changed down about 94 times in the time I was there. No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it, but I wasn't aware that it was happening, so I didn't look. Oh, Gorky. Beckford Street, yeah, that's exactly right. That's funny that you know Beckford Street. A very fancy building, very old building with crazy little offices in it. That's where I had my interview. I was interviewed there, never worked there. Only worked there occasionally. I normally worked in Argyle Street in Glasgow. But we also had offices in Dumfries, we had offices in Stranraer, we had offices in Kilmarnock, Ayr. I had to go over to Arran a few times as well, on the ferry over to Arran to do assessments. All over the place. And Hamilton, that was the other place we had offices. Posh bit. Who was the rest of the team? Netherton. There's a Netherton in the Midlands. There's a Netherton not far from where I used to live in King Swinford. Posh bit. I don't know. I thought you were talking about the match, Jack. You're the only one focusing on the match. So I just think this is going to extra time. It's not held my attention at all since I've got back. And it's not because I'm looking at the comments. It's just not held my attention. He's looking for a stretcher now. So I can tell it's been a bit of a stinker, this one, I think. Oh, yeah. People used to talk about Beckford Lodge. People used to talk about Beckford Lodge. I think possibly one of my colleagues was born there as well. That's why I used to work with. That's one of my cats chatting to me. Gluten-free mince pies. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't thank you for a gluten-free mince pie, Adam. From the cherry tree. Ooh, the cherry tree. That's Harry. Having a chat. Rodica, he's chatting. You reckon? Steve? You've no choice. Have to have the gluten stuff. I wouldn't have a mince pie anyway, Adam. I think I wouldn't thank you for a mince pie, whether it was gluten-free or not. I've tried and I have revisited as I've got older, as an adult. I've revisited to see if I can eat them because obviously at Christmas they're just always there, aren't they? So it's not like I tried it as a 10-year-old and didn't like it. I've never tried again. I've revisited a number of times. Just can't take a mince pie at all. Oh no, he can't swivel well enough. Nearly Morocco. There, see, I always thought that was Spain there because they're in red. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked by that, Gary. Far Canal, Ashley. Far Canal. Ashley, you do know I was watching back one of my streams and somebody in the stream put you as a girl, but you're not a girl, are you? I'm taking it you're a man, not female, but I don't know how you identify, but I always take it that you're male. But somebody said she on one of the streams. Did you know, Ashley? Did you know that it called you she? But you might be she. We all might be calling you he, and you're a she. Put what your pronoun is. Put up your pronoun, Ashley, so we can all see. No, not to be confused with a mince round. I'm just going to have a mince round. There you go. You can convert that, George. Convert what Gary said above to some sort of joke about mince pies and having a mince round, if that'll go if that'll go down well with your crowd. Celiac and vegan. Oh, dairy intolerance, right. Not possible to eat out. That's a shame, Karina. That's a shame. Man. 90, right. 90. Fair enough then, 90. I'm officially going to change you from Ashley to 90 because I quite like that. Because it's, you know what it's like, Ashley? Michael Knight. That's what we used to call 90. Knight Rider. 90. Oh, 90. You're in on the sheet. Just about. I can see it. It says 90. I'm going to write it again a bit further down here. 90. Right. Righty 90. Yeah, salted. A unicorn. Identifies a unicorn. Because I think Ashley might identify as a Jedi Master. Ooh, no. Well, I really hope nobody scores now because that would be gutting for the other team. But because that's a crap time to lose a goal, isn't it? Adam, you're in. I'm just noticed here. Rodica as well, right? And I'll ask you in a second. But Adam, if you did put it up, I missed it. And I've went back on the stream and had a look and I can't find it. Your score for this evening, Portugal, Switzerland. It is. You should have. Why didn't you tell Daniel? That's a very good point, Manny. Why didn't you tell Daniel that your friends call you 90? He would love that. 90 of the Arias table. 2-0. To whom? Do I need to read your mind? Say it out loud in your head. Say it out loud. Portugal. Right, got it. That's what you said, isn't it? I could hear you saying it. It's probably not. It was probably Switzerland. Oh, Spain are on the go again here. No, oh no, he's pushed him over. That'll be a free kick. Binary job with social. Oh, with Bo social filter. Bo! But I know it's meant to say no. We know it's meant to say no, George. You were fine. We know it's meant to say no. You're all right. You're all right. I'll get you. Sith Master, I'm on the side of the dark. I know you're on the dark side. You know what I liked when you could buy the Star Wars DVDs, the more recent films, you could buy a light side or a dark side DVD, couldn't you? You could get a dark one or a light one. I went for the light side. I chose the light. 90. I chose the light. Adam, are you going to say that? Are you going to say whether that's Portugal? I don't want to just assume that I was right. Is it Portugal you're meaning 2-0 to this evening? And Rodica, you need to give me a result as well because your prediction was bonkers. Even when I read it again, I couldn't understand it. If you're still there, Rodica, what's your prediction for this evening? Portugal, right, gotcha, sorted. Oh, you know the universities in Scotland, Gary, make the staff put their pronouns at the end of their emails. So I suspect it will be introduced in the NHS soon. For Portugal and Switzerland, Rodica, for Portugal and Switzerland, you had some crazy thing written down, and even when I read it again and paused it, I couldn't understand what you'd meant. So I just thought, you know what? I'll just ask her again. They're not doing well. I've got a chance of going out here. And Brazil didn't play well in the second half yesterday, did they? I watched a bit of that again, the actual match. They didn't play well. They didn't do great in the second half. And how badly have they been ripped apart for all that dancing they were doing? Have you heard any news about that? Everyone's gone mental at them for all that dancing. Like Roy Keane was going mad at him in the studio. I didn't know that. I don't think he's playing 90. I don't think they're going to play him. His own country have done like a poll on whether they want him to play, and 70% plus of them have said they don't want him to play. I think the manager's not going to play him either. He's causing havoc again. 90 over with Portugal. He said something to the manager. He's causing rifts. He's bad feeling around the place and grumping around, storming off. So I'm not sure he'll play tonight. Old Ronaldo, new Ronaldo. He does come out at everything. It was, disrespect. It was disrespected. But Graham Souness said the same, but they're from the same sort of breed, aren't they? But a lot of people have said, I'm not sure about it. Jason Cundy on Talk Sport, he was going mad at the first one because they were doing it after 7 minutes. Oh, no, it's the ref's blown the whistle. I thought they were going to score right at the end there. 5 minutes, we've got extra time. But Jason Cundy wasn't happy either on Talk Sport. He was saying it was a disgrace. And I think a lot of people saying it's because, that they would have had to practice it and stuff. They'd have had to practice. And can you imagine the team going over and doing the samba with Gareth Southgate, all the England players when they go over and score? Gareth Southgate, can you imagine that happening? It just wouldn't. I know it's Brazil. It never even clicked in my head last night when I was watching it. All I was said when I was watching it is, look at them all dancing. They're doing proper dancing after the goals. But yeah, it's what they did. They were obviously doing proper dancing. Choreographed dancing. No, they didn't do anything second half. Do you think so? You think it was a lot of rubbish? I didn't. It wasn't offending me, but they were saying it was disrespectful to the other team. But I mean, I wasn't offended by it, and I thought it was a bit much for the first goal because it was only 7 minutes. It'd be funny if, I think I said on the stream, it'd be funny if they just go around and score now. That'll stop the dancing. So Portugal 2-1 with pens. Hang on, this is what you said last night, this crazy stuff. I've got the Swiss, right. Let me try and read this. So Portugal 2-1. Does anybody understand that message from Rodica? Does anybody understand that? Is it just me? If somebody understands this message, right, then can you put it in a way that you think I might? Because I have no idea what the outcome of that match, what Rodica thinks the outcome of that match is. I've got no clue at all. I still don't know what it means. Anyone? I feel like the Ferris Bueller teacher there. Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Oof. Get the whistle blown, ref. Get him off. Let him have a think about what they've just done. Get somebody to talk to them. 2-1 to Portugal and 3-2 to the Swiss. That doesn't make any sense either. How can it be 2-1? They're both playing the what? It's Portugal playing against Switzerland. So how can one team win 2-1 and the other team win 3-2? I don't get it. You getting bullied, Steve? Bastards. The bastards. Right, it's gone for a little break here because we're going to have extra time. I'm sorry, Rodica, I really don't understand what you mean. Portugal 2-1 with pens and warnings and extra time. Swiss 2-2 with pens. Portugal 2-1 with pens and warnings and extra time. I don't know what the warnings are. Right. And then Swiss 2-2 with pens and extra time and warnings. Is the warnings? Warnings? Do you mean like added time? Is that what you mean? All right, are you just being really spirit? So Portugal 2-1 with red card and green cards and pens. Right, you're just taking the piss. Is that what you're doing? Right. I don't know what that means. So, as I often said when I was training for my other job, let's move on. So we're going to go to extra time. The second match. This is the second match, isn't it? Extra time. Second match, extra time. Second match, extra time. Let's see what happens then. Do we think it's going to penalties? This is probably going to rule a lot of people out. This might rule a lot of people out. I'm going to have to check. Let's have a look. Get me red pen ready. Spain, extra time, 2-1. Karina, you're still on. You're still on, Karina. 90, 3-2 Spain, you're out. Because you didn't say extra time, and I did make it very clear last night that you needed to say extra time. I did make it very clear. Adam, you're out. We're all out. These are all out. All out. Gone. Mandy, 4-2 Spain, extra time. Could still happen. Susan, 2-2 Spain, penalties. Could still happen. Gone. 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 And I've said 2-2 and then Spain on penalty. So that's still in. Daniel said Spain 4-2 gone. Kathy, Morocco 2-1 gone. George said 1-0 Spain. We've lost that one. George, we've lost you. We've lost you. We've lost your result. Kirsty 3-1 Morocco. That's gone. So we've only got the people that said extra time or thought that it would go to extra time and penalties. So we've only got Karina, Mandy, Susan, and me. That's all we've got left. That's all we've got left. Not great. Not great. So how many did we have in then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, that's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 20 results. We had 20 people predicting, and we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've lost 15 people. We've got 5 of us left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Me, Karina, Louise, Susan, and I'm sure yours was in as well, and Mandy. Yeah, and Mandy. So the girls are doing better again, fellas. The girls are doing better again. Now that it will because they outnumber us in the amount that they're in the room. So I'll say that for sure. But we're not against each other. We're not against each other. We're all together. We're all together. Right, then if that's what you're meaning, then I'll try and understand it again later on and I will get it written down, Rodica. Yeah, I don't get the warnings. What's a green card? Yeah, I don't know what a green card is. Good. I'm pleased I'm not the only one that's not really getting that. Well, there you go. So extra time and penalties is just extra time and penalties. I don't think you use the terminology warnings is not used in football. Certainly not in that I've ever heard of. I don't watch a lot of football. It's in front of the dice. Yeah, I know, George. That's what we've been saying all along because it's so difficult to predict an actual result, and we've had we're well over 100 results, well over now 100 results. I'll write it all down, George. Right, like I said, if you're back in later on, if you can't come back in later on, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But I'll obviously be streaming the other match, the full match later on. 6:45 start sharp. Get your stuff in, get it all around you, get settled. No faffing, right? But if you'd come in back in later, then I'll give you some. I'll do some full stats in between the matches, and divulge them to you when we come back. Together, no man's land. Together. I didn't know they had a green card either. Scandalous. I know, that's why I've cancelled everything. And my heating's not on, but it's not. I'm not too cold today yet. I might get colder in a little bit. Well, it is what it is, Mandy. It is what it is. You're still in. just got a warm mouth and face, warm mouth and cheeks, George. Others do that with a holiday than be cold. Oh, Dyson Fanny. I thought you just meant you're a Hoover. I just thought you'd meant you'd put your Hoover on because Hoover gives off heat, doesn't it? It does. Mine does anyway. Just got your Hoover switched on in front of you. You're wearing shorts? That's mental, Nighty. What you on about? Bloody shorts. He's only got shorts on. Shorts. Mind you, if you wonder about in Scotland in this weather, you'll probably find somebody taps half, let alone shorts. Taps half, they'll be. Hey, Gary and George. Not just the shorts. Shorts and some sort of flip-flop type thing and taps half. I'll shut my blind, and that tends to keep a bit of heat in. Actually, now you're all saying about the heat. But somebody was saying in one of the early streams, right? -5 this morning. Yeah, it is cold. Yeah, it gets to a dead cold. Somebody was talking about in one of the very early streams about whether people will have their Christmas lights on this year, and I've not seen many. I've seen a few, but I've not seen many. I don't know what you've all seen. We are into December now, aren't we? So I've not seen many houses yet with Christmas lights going. Taps half. Aye, taps half. It's only been last week you've not worn shorts at work. If you're getting hot, I suppose. If you're doing a job that you're going to keep warm. So you said you were going to Gran Canaria. That's right. I remember you said that in the other stream. For over Christmas, just after Christmas. Whoa! Oh! Oh, it took forever. Oh, I don't know whether I don't know. You can't really see from that angle whether it'd been onside. It just took forever. He just thought, he must be on the pitch on his own. Was poor, very, very poor. Oh, is there? What have you seen one? Okay, no, I've seen a couple. There's one down there that's got the lights on, and the house across has got a very few lights on, but they're solid, and mine are solid. The ones I've got on my front are solid. I say the ones I've got on the front, they've been there since last year. I never took them down. I just left them up. They're quite nice, and it was a pain in the arse putting them up, so it would have taken me double the time to take them down. So they just stayed up all year and stayed on. I had them on as well. They're just coloured lights. And everyone classes them as Christmas lights, but why can't you just have coloured lights around your little gating area all year round? They're just lights. It's just because we call them Christmas lights that people go, why have you still got your Christmas lights? I said, they're not Christmas, they're just lights. They're not Christmas lights, they're just lights. It's around the pumpkins. George's Avenue and area. Is it really? Kathy, bloody hell. They must have some money. Excuse me. Tickle. It's because I'm talking a lot as well. Too much talking. Too much chat. Too much chat on here, you lot. Too much chat, man. Too much chat. Go on then. No, it's cleared. It's cleared. I have to sneeze on Christmas. What did I have? I think I had some of them penalties, didn't I? Yet it's better. Well, it needs to be 2-2 to begin with, so I don't think that's going to happen. It needs to end 2-2. I shouldn't have put the score in. I should have just said Spain penalties. But I chose to be specific. 2-2. 2-2, I thought it might be. Some people thought Spain were going to romp this. I mean, Spain still need to be 4-2 for Mandy's to win after extra time. And Susan, you're the same as me. You said 2-2 and then Spain on penalties. I think we've actually said exactly the same result. I never even noticed that. So Karina, yours, I think, is the only one that's probably the likeliest, which is Spain 2-1 after extra time. Because me and Mandy, and well, Mandy's is 4-2, so I don't think it's going to be 4-2, but you never know, do you? You never know. Too much chat. Jude Bellingham, my God. 19 is Jude Bellingham. I'm hovering over the block. I'm hovering over the timeout. 90, I'm hovering over it. Yeah. Both of us. The booth on us. It's not going to be... Well, it still might be 2-2. It still might be 2-2, hadn't it? I mean, it's just saying it's unlikely, the same as it still might be 4-2. I'm just saying it's unlikely based on the rest of the game. And 8 minutes gone and absolutely F all happening. It is massively unlikely. Karina, massively. It's been terrible, hasn't it? Well, the bit I've watched has been terrible. Yeah. The block man. Bring those milkshakes on. Oh. No. Cleared and cleared again. You just did there, Nighty. You just did. In putting that message up, you just actually contradicted yourself entirely. Oh, good clearance, that is. That's what I said. It was brilliant defending. What's going on with number 26 number? It looks like somebody spray painted it on his shirt. Can you see that if you're watching at 26? Look at him at the back now. Why does it look like somebody spray painted his number on his shirt? Get rid of it. Oof. Hey, Vim, how you doing? Yep, they did. And it's terrible. Vim, terrible it is. Horrific. That's a good header, that is. Look at that. Oh, he was running back as well. He wasn't even there to begin with. A massive boot out. Trying indeed. Vim, have I got yours, Rizund? Yeah, you're out. You were out. 3-0 Spain, you said. In normal time. We've lost loads of people. Hundreds of people. Hundreds and hundreds. This has got penalties written all over it. Thanks, George. Smash it. Smash the like. Smash that like. For this stream, not for that football, by the way. Don't ever hit the like for that football. Carnage every day. Carnage. I don't know why well, it's just proving, as we've said, that we can't get it right. Are you talking about the results, Louise? Is that what you're meaning? It is carnage. And pretty much everyone, apart from a few, have got Spain, Portugal to win this evening. Yeah, it is. But George, that honestly, and I know you've not been in, and you are part of this community, absolutely, because you're in with the Arias family. But honestly, George, we've done it every day for the last 3 days, and it's been bad. The green, you can see the green and the red. It's been bad, terrible. One green, 2 greens on that sheet. Look at all the red. That was the best day. And we only had a few that day. Was when we started, but that was the best day. Not one. Oh, I saved it. I thought it was in. I thought he'd scored there. But they go on. I'm not just showing you the same shame sheets again. I'm not showing you the same sheet. These are all different sheets. All covered in red. Like I said, if you're back in, George, and please do, if you can, come and join us again later, right? For the match after this, and we're not finished by anywhere near yet on this. I will do some proper stats, or I'll just total stuff up. I'll total stuff up and tell you stuff. And how badly we're getting beaten by the unofficial bookie. We're getting pumped. Getting pumped, man. Pure pumped. By the way. Oof, good save. It was a good save. I have no idea, Kathy, but somebody might put that up. Vim's normally good with stuff like that. He might chuck something like that up for you. My pens. I've got a good 3 pens. There we go. I like showing off my pens. I love showing off my pens, I do. I hope so, Joe. I hope so. But I think it could be like this. But I hope it's more interesting than this. Anyone know who plays who at the end of this? I might be. Hang on, let me look on the phone. It might have updated. No, it might have updated. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Don't run away. Don't run away. I'm still here. Right, fixtures und results. Okay, it's going to be Fridays, the next games. So quarterfinal on Fridays. The quarterfinals on Fridays: Croatia, Brazil, 3:00. Netherlands, Argentina at 7. And then it's going to be whoever wins this match is going to play whoever wins the other match. I would assume, because there's only one other result. There's only one other quarterfinal space left, because in the evening it's England-France. Because it's they're not the semi-finals next Tuesday. So I think it'll be. Is it not going to be the winner of this match plays the winner of the other match? Is that not how it's going to work? Because all the others are in a result now. So I think that's it. Yes, I think it is. I didn't want to rile him up or get him talking about it again, Steve, about Bellingham, but it looks. I think it's likely that he's going to go Paris Saint-Germain, isn't it? That's what I'd heard in all the little forums and all the things that I was looking at today. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, excellent. Held hostage by the cat. Somebody play somebody else? Absolutely, they do. We're half time of the extra time here. He won't go to France. It's crap. He's coming back to the Premier League. Yam power. Yam power, yeah. There's no money involved. We're all right. We're just trying to beat the world. We're trying to beat the world and the way it works. No. Not a Brummy. Not a Brummy. Don't call me Brummy. You wouldn't like me when you call me Brummy. And I don't talk like that neither. Don't talk like a Brummy. Oh, like Jack Grealish. Oh, it was a good game, Mark. Had a good game. Kicked the ball in the net there. I passed it round a bit. Got fouled. It's my Jack Grealish accent. Impression. Excuse me. Right, ref, how about you just blow the whistle? Just give them a couple of minutes and then just blow for the penalties. How about that? Is that a deal? Deal or no deal? Yeah, I'm half Scottish. I'm an honorary Scot. My family told me I was an honorary Scot. So I was very pleased with that, as I'd embraced the country so gracefully, because it's very graceful. Glasgow, as it's known. You fucking looking at Pong, I fucking stab you. That's Glasgow. You fucking English bastard. That's Glasgow. Well, I thought it couldn't get any worse, but it's terrible. Terrible. The first thing that happened was terrible. Right, here we go. 90's on again here. Looks like you won't go to these Framer leagues. Framer leagues? Unless he cares about money. I don't think he does. I think I heard him say cares about. Oh dear. You keep dreaming, 90. Keep dreaming and you never know. Keep the dream alive. That for some reason Jude Bellingham wants to go and play for Liverpool. Just that statement alone makes me laugh. It's going to be Man City. That's where he's going to end up, at Man City or Paris Saint-Germain. That's where he'll end up. Premier League would be great, and it wouldn't really bother me if he went to Liverpool. It's just that you think he's going to Liverpool so much that it's making me laugh. A Farmers League, right? The quicker you accept he's not coming to Liverpool, 90, then you can come to terms with it. What's he ranting? He's having a rant. He's having a rant. He's ranting about something, that Spain manager. So who's got the pens then? Me, but I said me and Susan needed to be 2-2 before we can have our result on pens. Karina's still going to be the closest here with 2-1 on it after extra time to Spain. No, I think that I'm sure I saw it this morning that they can't. I don't think they can afford him. They've ruled themselves out. I think I read somewhere. Every club's going to be in for him, basically. Everybody that could have a pop is going to have a pop, aren't they? Because they would be mad not. They would all be mad not to all the big clubs. That's why it's making me laugh so much that Ashley just is going to go to Liverpool because him and Jordan Henderson scored a goal together. Oh dear. They scored a goal together, so he's going to play for Liverpool now. I think if the World Cup hadn't come along when it has done and he hadn't played so well, then it might have narrowed down a little bit. And yeah, there was talk of him being at Liverpool, but I think that's gone. I think that dream is gone. It'll be any team that can afford him and he wants to go to will go. But I don't know whether Liverpool, Man United can afford him. Second tier. That's funny. I'll be surprised. I will be surprised if he ends up at Liverpool, but he might. You never know. He might. Yeah. So I knew this was coming. I could have actually predicted you talking about this interview. Of course, you can read anything into you want into in your like. If your granny had a pair of balls, she'd be a granddad. 90, I think, is the phrase. You can read what you like into it, and it still might happen. Of course it would. But I think it's become less likely now because of the way he's played in the World Cup. I think he might have priced himself out of Liverpool and Man United. I think he's priced himself above that now. Oh, he's down. He's down. Hamstring. He's got hamstring problem. I don't know. Because he's sublimely talented, Kathy. I don't know why. I think it'll be your club he'll end up at. That's where I think he'll end up at. And if he does, the only thing I would hope is that he would play. Because I know all your teams just superstars, aren't they? So it must be hard to try and to keep a regular player in the team. Apart from your keeper, I suppose. Because it doesn't change the team that much, does it? When you bring in the players, it doesn't drop the quality when you switch it around. Like Grealish doesn't always play, does he? But he was, so expensive. Any other club, he would start every week, wouldn't he? So if he does go there, I just hope that he'll play more often than not if he ends up at City. And if he ends up at Liverpool, at least we get to see him in the Premier League again. And I did used to watch him when he played for Birmingham because there was so much hype around him. And he was, getting man of the match after the man of the match, at 16 in the Championship. Well, we'll see what happens, 90. We'll see what happens. It'll be very interesting. I think, like I've said before, everything's going to be interesting after the World Cup's finished because it's just never happened before. I don't mean in terms of who moves where. I mean in terms of just what the football's going to look like in the leagues after this is done. Oof. No. I mean, how bad is this game? Okay, no problem, George. Go for it. If you don't worry if you can't. If you can't, that's fine. But it was good of you to come in and say hello and contribute. Thanks very much for joining the Madhouse and subscribing. That was very good of you as well, George. Thanks for doing that. And we'll maybe see you in a little bit. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your tea, son. Enjoy your tea. Oh, no, Karina's saying dinner. Look, enjoy your dinner. Are you saying dinner? We had this discussion yesterday. Cheers, George. Cheers, George. Oh, 7 minutes. 7 minutes of this left. 7 whole minutes left. Can you believe it? How bad is this game? Terrible. So bad. Who's messaging me? Was ist das? Was ist das? Oh, one of my colleagues has just. Oh, hang on. No, he gets there and he's got no energy left at all. I don't know whether you can read that. Hopefully you can. I forget where my camera is. It's there. So, if you work for the NHS, everyone, in England, Scotland, or Wales, or Northern Ireland, then if you show your ID, we'll get a free Starbucks tall drink tomorrow. Oh, woo! Thanks, Starbucks. A whole drink. I hope every single fucking nurse, excuse my language, goes into Starbucks and gets a free coffee tomorrow. They won't be expecting that, will they? A queue for a mile outside their door. Everyone that's on annual leave or day off or on a late shift or early shift queuing to keep your Starbucks. Terrible, Karina. It's terrible. Should have had it. It's just terrible. It's exactly what happened last time. He got there and went, I'm knackered. I can barely move my leg to kick it. Starbucks. Yeah, that's what I said. Just get everyone to go. It's like they're doing some big gesture because they know we'll all be in work, offering all the NHS staff a coffee. We're all at work and there's no Starbucks close to us. Should have been. I'd have taken that offer up. Come on then. I mean, it's a crap way to win, even if they win. No, that is so bad. That final pass was so bad that neither of these two teams deserve to go through. And isn't that shit? Neither of them deserve to go through. It's so bad. It was such a bad pass. That's such a bad pass. You're going to make a sub now? 3 minutes? Right. No, that was out. That was out. That ball was out. Oh, it looked like it went out to me. Let's see. That looked out to me, that did. That looked more out than the Japan goal? That looked out to me. Yeah, that was out. That ball was out. As long as it's a good job we know you're talking about who you're talking to, because you're talking about coffee. I thought we'd got a new guest in there, Wim. Afam. I was about to say hi, Afam. Hi, Afam. Welcome for joining. Yeah, they're all going to come on now. Keeper. I'm going to change the keeper as well. I do need to go and get some milk after this. Milk. Before next match. But this is prolonging. This is shortening the time between matches, isn't it? This dreadful nonsense. But in saying that, the penalty shoot can't be any worse than that one that was that last night or the night, the day after. I can't remember what match that was. It must have been yesterday, was it? Croatia one. Croatia, Japan, was that? I mean, those penalties were horrific. That's where Karina got a double, wasn't it? That was the double. Was it not that one? Croatia pens, that's what it was. Croatia pens. I feel like I've lost a sheet here. Oh, that is it. It was the Japan one. Oh, another three. They're going to put another 3 minutes on as well. Trying to kill us. Yeah, it was the Japan, Croatia, the worst penalty shootout ever. Okay. It's punishment. We're getting punished. No. You know, that would be about. I mean, if they win on extra time, that would be gutted. Morocco would, but anything to just get it done with. I know that's what'll happen. They'll go through on penalties, but that's fine. You know what? I was thinking is see if Spain go through on penalties, fine, because whoever plays them next will smash them. I don't know what happened in this game. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, I thought that was an own goal. I thought he'd put it in his own net there. They were bad. No, they were some bad penalties. Some really bad penalties. I thought that he'd put that in his own net there. That's a good clearance, isn't it? I think the keeper would have probably got it there. I've just felt the first chill through me that needs the heating to go on now. Just for an hour. Cheeky hour. Please give them one more opportunity and let them score. I don't care. They're terrible anyway. Oh. How has he missed that? Right. I might have given him. I think it looks offside anyway. Maybe. Oh, did it hit the post as it went past? It did, yeah. Oh, okay. We'll give him that. That was a dead at top. That was even tighter than it looked, actually, that angle. And he did hit the post on the other side, yeah. He did hit the post. That's got to be it, is it? Is it it? Is he blown? Yeah? Woo! So, the crappiest way to end the match is about to happen, everyone. The crappiest way to end a football game is about to happen. So I can change my graphic now. Change my graphic to penalties. Dum. But I need to go to toilet. I need to go to toilet. I'll be back, as Arnie said. I'll be back. Oh, my kneecaps. And I know that's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Just so I miss by the moonlight. Won't you see? I feel it. I just feel it. I won't let you. I know what it means. It means we're all out. That means we're all out. Every one of us is out. We didn't get a single one. We're back to getting not a single result right again. We better have a better shot at it this evening. Not a single one. Not a single one. Oops. No, we're all out now. We're all out now. We're all out. Oh, wrong pen. Gone. 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 And gone. None. Nil. Out. Yeah, completely out. Going out. It felt freezing. It felt absolutely freezing. I haven't called. I'm considering sitting upstairs for the evening stream because it's always warmer than upstairs of my house. So if I'm upstairs, then that's why. Right, here we go. Penalties it is for a place in the quarterfinals of the 2022 Qatar World Cup. More Morocco, more Morocco, says Gary. It's a short run up, isn't it? That's a short run up. Yeah. 1-0. More days of riots if Spain don't win. Is that what'll happen? I think he's going to miss. He doesn't look confident. 22 doesn't look confident to me. I think this is a miss. I just predict like a motherfucker. See it in his eyes. I could see it in his eyes. He was going to miss. Could see it. You could see it in his face, his facial expression, his eyes, his shoulders, everything. He's looking a bit the same. Zia, she's looking a little bit nervous here as well. Straight down the middle. I know. It's the post. And the keeper goes really close to it, even if you're adding it the post. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle, so. I know. What time is it now? I need to get a shop. I've only got an hour before we're on again. We've only got an hour, people, before we're on again. It's going to give us no time to get ourselves sorted, my fied. For shizzle, Karina. Booyah. Terrible penalty. Terrible. Hello, Chris. This is going to be very short because as soon as this is done, I'm going to leg it, but we'll be back in an hour now. That's what I'm saying. It'll be less than an hour. We're back on again for the next match. That is 2 terrible penalties again. Same as Japan's penalties were terrible. He's a big lad, isn't he? Or he's looking for the valve on the ball, isn't he? Horrific, Karina. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. Oh, that wasn't a good penalty either. Oh, Deliveroo. No, I need to get milk. Milk. I need to get milk. I got my dinner in. My dinner's in, Steve. I just need to get milk. Otherwise, I won't be able to enjoy some fabulous Brazilian beans from the Charcoal Coffee Company. Busquets. Miss. Over the bar. Oh, he's missed it as well. Rubbish run up. Rubbish penalty. You lot are out. That's a terrible. What's he doing? What kind of penalty is that? And he's well on his line as well. Oh, out! Get out! They should get them out. Terrible. They deserve that. The match was terrible, and their penalties have been woeful. Oh, do they not deliver out there? I can get delivery, but I got my dinner in. So if he scores this, that's it then. If he scores this, come on, lad. Oh, no, because they've missed one. Is that right? I can't see it. Yes, it will be. Ah! He went for a Panenka, but he didn't. It wasn't a proper one. The goalkeeper did dive, though. Bye, Spain. Bye, Spain. I will get you your own gorgeous little banner later on, Spain, saying bye. Tatty bye. And I'll be saying the same to England. If we play that bad and go out, I'll be saying the same. Right? I will be. Because I know it's bad that, when your team goes out, but that was terrible. Penalties, you deserve to all just be standing there speechless. Awful. That was awful. What an awful set of penalties from Spain. Deserve nothing from the game. Deserve nothing from the penalties. Rightful winner went through in the end based just on those last 5-10 minutes of penalties. Terrible. So as I said, everyone, we are going to be sharp on the next one here. And I've got a couple of things to do. So again, thanks everyone for being in. We'll be back in an hour. So if you're all free, just come back in an hour. And we'll go. None of the predictions were right for this game. We're all out on this game. So we'll try again in the next game, right? But come back, 6:45, right? 6:45. Next game. And let's see if we can see a better game than this, because that was awful and terrible. And then that's the last one, the last game. So let's make it a good one. Make sure you're back in, because that'll be us until Friday. So an hour, we've got an hour, just under an hour. Get yourself sorted, get yourself some dinner, get the dog and the cat fed, get your shopping or whatever else you need to do. And I'll see you in about 1 hour's time or thereabouts, everybody, right? And I might even have a little cheeky rum tonight, and